In this video, I'm going to highlight what I did to be able to identify ways to make money easily. One thing that anybody that you know that knows me when I was in school would say is I always seem to have money. I always seem to have money because I was a very resourceful chap. I'm still a resourceful chap. So the first thing you want to do is what I call finding a problem to solve, right? Using an unfair advantage. In a previous video when I was talking about how to start a food business, I'll link that up here. I've already spoken about what an unfair advantage is, right? It's one of those things that is unique to you that nobody else has, or is not common with so many people in the environment you're currently in. I'd given a story on my Instagram where when I was in university, I started my first laundry business. So the laundry business was one of the first businesses I started in university. I basically just used to pick up clothes from guys, go to the house, wash it with the washing machine, dry it and bring it back, same day or next day. So I had an unfair advantage. Another business I had was, because I always had cash on me, that's one thing that anybody that I went to school with will tell you. Damini always had money. I was always resourceful. I didn't used to spend my money a lot. Believe it or not, I don't eat as much as I look. I don't have one of those fantastic metabolisms, but yeah, I don't eat as much as I look. So I was always liquid with cash. And one thing that is very common with students is they always go into situations where they need money, right? Maybe they need money to go to an event or activity. They need money to impress a certain gender or a certain person. Both ways, by the way. Or they just need money to, their pocket money or whatever it is their parents give them initially has finished. So what do? They sell what they have. So most likely they sell their phones, they sell other sorts of electronic devices or accessories, or they sell, they sell their clothes. I've bought clothes before from students. I've bought shoes. Yeah, I think I've bought shoes before. Basically, because I was always liquid, I was able to take advantage of those things, especially phones and electronic devices, MP3s, iPods. That time the BlackBerry was so huge when I was in school. So I used to buy these things and just keep, because I knew that one day, at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month, somebody would have a huge inflow of money because their parents have sent them money and then they want to change their phone. And I was the go-to guy for that. So you come and meet me and say you want to change your phone. So that's how I always had some sort of unfair advantage. But not everybody has that unfair advantage. So now you need to create your unfair advantage. So when it comes to looking for an unfair advantage, I'm going to give you an example of what a friend of mine did. One of the things that I used to do is at the end of the semester, I would just look for one of the brightest. There were always girls in my class. Well, the brightest student was a guy, but the girls were easier to talk to. So one of the brightest girls in class, I would just get their notes and I would go and photocopy it. I would do that for maybe 10 courses and I'm going. I found out that a friend of mine actually bought a printer that had a photocopying machine and was doing this for students in girls' hostel. That was her business. She was able to identify an unfair advantage. And guess what was crazy? No matter what happens, you must print. That's one thing I never understood when I was in university. Whether you like it or not, you must print. Whether you are printing project, you are printing assignment, you are actually doing something, you are printing. So that's how she created an unfair advantage. You need to look for her to create an unfair advantage in your own environment. Just going to take some time. If you're enjoying this video, please give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, family that are students that find this kind of video relevant. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, let's continue the video. So I actually studied industrial chemistry. That was my first degree, but I knew that I wasn't going to use that degree. My spirit already knew that, oh boy, this H2O and NaCl and NaOH, you ain't gonna use it, man. All that periodic table, relax. We don't need all that. And I started to think of, okay, what in-demand skill would help me here? And that's when I came across, social media, how to create content on social media. I'll be honest, at the time, I was just trying so many different things that I can just say broadly, I was doing something that related towards digital marketing. Another one that I know a friend of mine picked up and he's still using it till today, and the boy, he has a studio in Canada, is photography, right? Photography, videography, graphic design. Those are in-demand skills that were learned back then that are still relevant today. And trust me, even as a student, if you learn it right now, it is still relevant today. It's not as if it's an impossible skill or it's a useless skill. We are all migrating to a more digital-led world, right? And what's necessary with digital content, which is photography, videography, and graphic design, right? So that's pretty much it. I went the road of digital marketing and e-commerce, right? Now, fast forward a few years, now I'm doing my masters. This is what funded my JAPA. This is what funded my This is what funded my school fees. This is what got me my first job. It was this digital marketing and e-commerce skill that I had already started to hone from my university days that actually got me to these places, right? And again, I have a playlist of digital marketing as a career. Take your time, digest it. It's not for everybody, it's not for everybody. I'll be well aware of that, but it's something that can honestly change your life. I would always say you want to pick an in-demand skill for that. What it might be: photography, videography, graphic design, digital marketing and e-commerce, software development, data analytics, business analyst, cybersecurity. Bro, the list is endless. But as a student, these are the things that you can begin to use to make some money quickly. And you don't need to be, you don't need I had a comment one time that I think some people were talking about, they don't have laptops. There are so many skills you can learn without a laptop. You have a phone. I'm guessing you're watching this on a phone. Go and learn how to leverage what the tools you have. Don't just sit down and, look at what the world didn't give you. Don't be that person where I had one talent and buried it in the grave, in the ground. Don't be that person, right? Leverage what you have. That's pretty much it, guys. I have a free master class coming up soon about digital marketing and e-commerce. By the time you're watching this video, there will be a registration link on my Instagram bio, or on my website. So check my Instagram bio or check my website. If you've not subscribed, you know what to do. And then share this video, guys. Share this video. Don't sit on this kind of knowledge on your own. Share this video. If you know somebody that is in school right now that is telling you that they need money to pay their school, I use this. I've not told you anything that I did not use to pay my school fees. That's just the honest truth. I feel like any problem we have so far is not affecting our health. There's a way around it. I genuinely and honestly believe there's a way around it. And this, everything I've told you today is legitimate. It's legit. I've not told you to go and message anybody and say, I've not told you to go and do any tap 1 million times or any other dumb shit. Right? So, what else again? I'll tell you in the next video.